So
Uh,
we
uh,
are, my friend, we're still in cold outreach, but we're doing basically part two from last week. So if everybody joined us last week, we were talking about using live events and online events to build your business, build your pipeline, all that good stuff. And today you're going to be talking about part two, which is now how to convert them from event traffic into actual
yeah,
leads and deals and
them and everyone else. So
yeah,
this is nurture. This is true nurturing, and like it's having a plan. It's not helter skelter. It's well thought out. It's strategic. I remember last week I kind of shared my internal organization's like actual roadmap to success. And if you don't have that for your business, it's a problem.
right.
Let's call a spade a spade. You need to know what your next steps are at all times. And it
Yeah.
doesn't take long. If you were to like actually just feed any of your AI bots or whatever you have, ChatGPT, Gemini, it doesn't matter. If you were to
Mhm.
just prompt it, hey, I'm building a plan based on X, Y, and Z. Can you show me what that looks like? It'll put something together that's simple and you can refine it. But you don't need to be, from a corporate background, a strategist,
Mhm.
an MBA you don't need to be that anymore to succeed. Like we have so much resources. So to put together, like I use AI every day for this purpose.
Mhm.
Why? Because the memory of my chat GPT, the amount of stuff that I fed it over the last year, how long has it been that we've had AI? Even a year, 2 years?
2 years-ish.
Whatever it is, it's nothing. But over those 2 years, I keep feeding it and telling it more. And as it generates things for me, I put them back in with my own spin. So it
Mhm.
literally knows my business inside out. It knows me inside out. Where I can prompt it something so easy and it'll spit out gold. Why? Because it's based on gold.
Yep.
So making that investment in telling your AI what you're looking for in your nurturing campaign is going to create something unique in your voice or in the voice of a top professional you respect.
Mhm.
Tell your GPT to do a little test. Say, in the voice of Simeon Papa Elias, spit out a nurturing campaign as he would use for REC Canada, which is my company. Let's see what it would say. Pick a different agent that you adore. Pick a different top professional voice that you trust.
Mhm.
But it's combined with the web now, and it will take the fundamentals that you potentially respect and want to implement
Mhm.
in the voice of Hiveology. What do you think my best next steps are? Because
Yeah.
we're going to go over that today. I'm going to tell you what I believe are the best steps for a nurturing campaign.
Mhm.
But
That's
it
awesome.
doesn't,
That's a great idea. And just so everybody also, if you have a favorite YouTube personality or whoever it is that you follow and you love the way that they speak, use that. Like if you're an Alex Hormozy or if you're a Dan Martell or whoever you are, use that and say, this is the voice
maybe
that,
you're a Grant Cardone, super
right.
aggressive, the things. What do you resonate with?
Yeah. Yeah. Find something that is your style. And ChatGPT has so much to work with those guys because they have so much content out there. It's really simple to start spitting out content for you. But please, 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 I throw this caveat out every single time. You have to review and edit what it gives you
Oh,
because ChatGPT, as wonderful as it is, still sometimes really sounds like ChatGPT. So make sure it sounds
it
like
also hallucinates a lot.
and it hallucinates a lot. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I made that mistake early on. Actually, it was a fun project because I had it spit out for me all kinds of statistics that I wanted to use for something, and every single one of them was made up. Everyone, it hallucinated. So trust me, you guys, you got to know your stuff. So anyway, so where do you want to start today? Should we go through?
Listen, again, the fortunes are made in the follow-up. For anybody who is joining us for the first time, or has recently joined us, sales don't happen on the first call. As a matter of fact, it's less than 1 in 50 that happens on the
Yeah,
first call.
yeah.
80% of sales happen between sales calls 7 and 12.
Hmm.
7 and 12. So the quicker you get to 7, the quicker you're going to get to success.
Well, and Simeon, I think that's easily one of the most important things anybody can take away because we know how many agents make it to 7. If you had to
Um,
guess, what would you say?
less
What
than 10%.
percentage?
Less than 10%.
Yeah.
Less than,
Yeah.
and that's guaranteed, not maybe. That's on my team. That's any team, any brokerage, anywhere. The stats are the stats. I am top 3 of the
Mhm.
1% across 23,000 agents. So I'm
Yeah.
either the very biggest in Canada, the second biggest, or the third biggest every year for 20 years.
Yeah.
So for me to do that, we make 15 to 25,000 calls every single year
Yeah.
with all of our agents, with all the people. So if anybody thinks that we don't know it or it might be wrong, let me just assure you it's not. It's a science. It's guaranteed. If you make 30 calls a day, you're going to do probably 4 deals a month
Yeah.
every day if
Well,
you're consistent.
but that's why we kept saying the most important thing you can do when we originally set up this whole conversation of growth levers, we were like, you have to spend 4 hours a day
That's
or
it.
what every single day, warm outreach, cold outreach, whatever it is you're doing. And that's why we're
Prospecting.
going,
You're
yeah,
prospecting for the first part every day, and if you understand that, it's game over. And
yeah,
today is the follow up to that. Like hosting an event is powerful, but if you don't have a system to follow up, you just
right,
wasted not only a golden opportunity, you wasted
right,
your time, you wasted the people's time. Like the
right,
people need to be followed up with. They don't know they need to be followed up with. They don't
right,
know what they don't know, or if they have questions. You have to generate the conversation.
right, right.
So I'm super passionate about this. Just gonna turn my fan on quick.
And I
I'm
was going to
super.
say, I'm sure a lot of people on the call today or who will listen to the replay will have watched the one from last week. So there's some overlap here in questions potentially. So don't feel bad about asking stuff like, we want to make
Yeah,
sure that
I
it's
mean,
clear.
Alyssa just put one in. Hi everyone, I'm already using CRM with automation, but my conversion rate from event to appointment is low. Is there a bottleneck I might be missing? For sure, there might be. But it's also like things don't just convert automatically. The automation is there to help for them to
Right,
maybe put their hand up. You got to pick up the phone, Alyssa, make sure that you're calling these people and asking the right questions. Because if you make phone calls and I make phone calls, we're going to have 2 different results. So we can pick on everything if we want to. The point is, how much are you doing like proactively and preemptively? And
hmm,
what are the scripts that you're using?
right,
So again, like, am I a better caller than you? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you're the best caller that ever lived and you convert and find what works for you. But if you know already that event to appointment is low, either the value wasn't there or the frequency or cadence of information outgoing isn't there. There could be a myriad of reasons.
yeah.
And I'd be happy to chat with you. So if you have more questions as to where you think the issue needs to be resolved, it could be anywhere. So it's just a matter of looking at the campaign holistically and completely and seeing where the gaps are.
And today's session might help because you're driving them through the steps
Yeah.
here too. And and honestly, what you just said about it taking 7 to 11 or 12 or however many touches, maybe there's just not been enough touches yet. It could be that simple.
And let's be clear. An event, we get 100 people to sign up. I know as a fact that 50 or less will show. 50% was our show rate during the golden years of the last 20 years.
Mhm.
Right now, we are in the worst market in the last 40 years. The show rate right now is about 30%. And this is my company, which I believe I am one of the best. I confidently believe in what we do and how we do it. And I'm
Mhm.
not saying that with any ego whatsoever. Like we've just tried, tested all the things. And I believe we have some of the best engagement, captions, words, intentions, and we're still getting just 30% right now.
Yeah.
Is it discouraging? Sure. But 30 people showing up for you, let's step back a second out of our own. 30 people showing up for you, for us, for example, is still
Mhm.
massive. 30 humans stopped what they were doing to come and see you. Make it 5 people if you're just a solo agent. 10 people. Imagine 10 people stop their lives to come and see you. You're not Jerry Seinfeld. You're not Beyonce. But these people stopped their lives to spend 3 hours with you, parking, having a drink, coffee, to see you. What value did you give them? Out of the 5 that come, 2 will engage, 2 will book a call, 1 will convert. So if 10 people came, there's a deal there. A deal. There might be 3 deals over the next year. And that's where these funnels come in.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about today. So in my example, 100 RSVPs is 50 attendees, 30 are to engage, 10 will book a call, and 3 will turn into transactions. So if you
Yeah.
think that there's people who do bigger numbers, it's a lie. These are the numbers, and it
It's
never
true.
changes.
It's true. And we see this across multiple agent businesses. We know that these numbers are going to be fall in here somewhere. So, and the other thing that's really critical to think about, guys, is, when you're running this sort of sequence, people like I see Wendy's asking the question of how frequently do you do these events, right? With this follow-up sequence. And one of the answers is it depends on your conversion. Like if we are properly tracking, and that's what we've been trying to show everybody, when we do our quarterlies and we have the quarterly tracker that we've sent everybody, if you're tracking, you know what your conversions are over time. So maybe, and I'm certainly not suggesting you do one of these every week, probably too much work, but maybe you need to do them a little bit more frequently so you get those 30 people, which turns into 3 transactions or whatever it is. So
You got it. You
just a
got it.
thought.
And as far as the events, we do ours every 3rd Saturday of the month. Full stop. Every month we have a seminar. Every
Mhm.
month it's different, but there are a few topics that you want to do. Either have the structured once a quarter, like first-time home buyers. You
Right.
should build a brand around that, and people should know that once every 3 months they can invite someone or send their nephew or whatever the case may be. That's a standing topic. But I'll do something on additional dwelling units, what's called an ADU, laneway homes, garden homes. Then I'll do something about short-term rental, Airbnbs, etc. Then I'll do something about income properties. What are ways that I can get people who already own real estate to
Mhm.
refinance and buy more real estate?
Yeah.
So I constantly do educational runs, but there are certain things like Mortgage 101. That should be a standing topic, more than likely with first-time home buyers. So you can do that every month too. But I think you should save it. People should know, build a brand around it every 3 months so you get your 10, 20, 30 people there. Now, um, I'm going to talk about the actual automation that's so standard. I'm not going to get into craziness today or custom work. But if you're going to throw an event, you need a landing page. You need a landing page where they can RSVP, you capture your client.
Mhm.
They immediately get a confirmation. They should also get some kind of a dopamine hit called a thank you page with a video on it. Something to say, hey, thanks for registering. I can't wait to see you on Tuesday the 17th. Give them something, anything. Give them a download. Give them a $5 Starbucks coupon. Whatever it is you want to reward them with. Um,
Mhm.
is going to go a long way because it's an instant connection. So what happens there with your web designer or with whoever you're using for technology to build your landing page could be inside your CRM these days. They're so robust. But landing page, thank you page. Then we go into an email sequence. And don't overthink it. 3 to 5 emails for an event are plenty. So I attended. There should be something that says, thank you for attending. There should be something that says, sorry we missed you. So if somebody who registered attended, thank you for attending. Here's the replay. Here are the resources I promised. Here's whatever you talked about. If they didn't attend, sorry we missed you. Please know that I do an event every month, and I would love to see you at the next one. Here is the key points of the presentation last night. Don't penalize them. Don't guilty them. Reward them. Life is busy, we know. but how nice would it be to see you at my next one? It's that simple because your message and your persona starts getting built now. Day 3, you can give a case study. Alyssa, yes, of course, I'm able to give you guys sample landing pages, and Eventbrite is full of them. If you just go to Eventbrite right now, which is that big website with all the RSVPs, and search real estate events, you'll see hundreds of them. But
Yeah.
I'll send you the one for my event coming right up. I'll show it to you today. Happy Monday, everyone. How do I pre-qualify attendees without creating friction or reducing CTA signups, perhaps a landing page, or don't do it at all? No, Debbie. Always do your best to qualify and ask questions as to, so what is your interest in attending my upcoming webinar? Why does that, what makes you feel it's going to give you value? Or what do you want me to present on the upcoming seminar? Is there a specific part of first-time home buyer that you really want to learn more about? Because I can develop
Simeon,
my content that way.
where do you put it? And just so everybody knows, Debbie's question was, how do I pre-qualify attendees without creating friction or reducing the CTA signups? So where would you put it, Simeon, the questions? Is it a form? Like, how do you do it?
No, I think Debbie's speaking to, if she's speaking to them, I think an email that drives someone to a landing page,
Mhm.
you're not pre-qualifying anything. They're just signing up. But if you're speaking to them, maybe that's what she means. I'm not sure. But Debbie, if you
It
mean by
says
when
with
you're speaking to people,
perhaps, she's saying perhaps on the landing page. So I think she's talking about pre-qualifying them before talking to them. So maybe it's part of the process of signing up.
I'm not sure how you can't really pre-qualify somebody unless you're using maybe some kind of a quiz.
Right.
And no, I would not do that.
Okay.
I
I
would
think
want
that's
them
all
to
they,
sign up.
yeah, that's the best answer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would want them to sign up.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
But going back to this now, the day after the event, it's a thank you for attending. Here are the key takeaways. Uh, on the day after, it's also the sorry we missed you. Then we go into a different recap of, or a case study, let's say, or a testimonial from someone who did follow through with a strategy and it worked for them. And this should be in sync with your socials. So your socials should be posting stuff from your event. So
Mhm.
wherever these people are, they're going to see you. So whether it's an email, the same day a post goes out, the same day a LinkedIn post goes out, same day Instagram. So if you are geo tracking, if you're controlling your audience based on your CRM, which we do specifically, we upload our entire database into Meta, and Meta is tracking them. Like, they see us, our people see us. We're all over them. And you should be doing the same. This is how you build that presence, that omnipresence, I should say, where you become the chosen professional, whether they like it or not, because they can't think of anyone else. Day 5, ask to book a strategy session, what we call a real estate action plan, a REAP. It's real estate action plans are built for our customers to talk about what's on their mind and us to build custom solutions to them. So ask to do that. And then last but not least, here's the information for the next session. If you have any questions related to real estate, if you've done all the things. So a nice 3, 4, 5 series campaign that's over the next month. And then, of course, your newsletter every week or whatever you're sending talks about the next one and the next one and the next one. So everything just becomes a circle and a cycle that one feeds the next, one feeds the next. And you're always speaking to them, feeling them, touching them, all the things.
Perfect. Do you want to talk about, we were going to go into, well, do you want to talk about booking page and lead tagging a little bit more or no?
Which one?
Do you want to talk about the booking page and lead tagging a little more or no?
No, I think, well, maybe we'll touch a little bit on CRMs.
Sure.
What are people? Oh, sorry, I see a question here from Jerry. Hello, I want to ask, after you finish the first 7-day follow-up, how do you make sure people stay engaged for the long term? What do you do next to keep the list warm? And that's calls, Jerry. It's calls. It's being in touch. It's being in tune. Again, we're real estate people. Like, people don't think of us as entertainment to engage. That's why I don't agree with dancing TikToks, and like that's the agent's need for a dopamine hit. They want to be like a center of attention as opposed to making the client the center of attention.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with doing anything. I'm
Mhm.
giving you my opinion on what I believe. So to stay engaging, you need to stay on top of the news cycle, comment, break down, and interpret what you believe your clients will resonate with and appreciate. My clients are so heavily on the investor side. My clients, like me specifically, not my organization, REC, my clients, the people that I hang out with, we're investors. Like I'm an investor too. So what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about investments. What do my clients want to talk about? Investments. So if I know that they want to talk about investments, why would I speak about anything else? So every single time the government makes a change, Trump puts a tariff, Carney does this, or it doesn't matter. I'm going to interpret it. If you go to my socials, you're going to see hundreds of interpretations of what's happening around me. My stories specifically are constant. My posts are more curated to make me look a certain way. Like it's 100% curated. The person you see Simeon on Instagram is not who Simeon is at all. On Instagram, he is a professional. He is this, that, and the other. You see me here what I am. I work every day. That's not what my Instagram looks like. My stories talks news cycle. That's who I am. We take the news, we interpret it, and we sell real estate around it. If you're in 100% residential, which most of you are, you want to speak about the human experience. How you help someone make the decision to change the course of their lives. How you went on an inspection and made a difference because you found something that wouldn't otherwise been found. That when you did an open house, you showed the neighborhood what an open house really should be, as opposed to, I'm sitting around 74 Northbridge Gate. Who cares? What is the likelihood of the 300 or 500 people that want to buy that house? None. But you can make that video about something else. Once again, it's a beautiful Saturday and I'm working. I know most of you are not, but I'm working. And if you ever have any questions related to real estate, just like I'm here right now for my clients here, I can be there for you. That's something that tells them that you're in real estate and it reminds them of who you are. So engagement, this is all because of Jerry's question, guys. The tangent is real. That's the long-term engagement. You become the long-term engagement. You as a resource. Where people know, oh, I know that guy, Sammy. That's the guy who does all those workshops. I used to serve people brunch. Like people would come for brunch and have mimosas. I wasn't looking for new people. I'm feeding at, call it $15 a head. My caterers used to charge me breakfast and all the things. How much reciprocity was I contributing to? You're not going to come and drink my orange and champagne and eat the food and not be thankful, unless you're a sociopath. People came because they wanted to be there. They knew brunch with REC was a thing. It was created during COVID, and we continued it when the world came back. We just discontinued it now, just for a new, fresh idea. But that's long-term engagement. So how you take your business, how seriously you take it, it's sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. But that's what keeps things warm. That's what converts to whose point was it? Alyssa's, I believe. Oh no, sorry, Debbie K. That was your point. Like you don't need to reduce friction, increase friction. If your message is consistent, people will know why they're coming. And you can always, like every time, like we've never done an event where 100 people showed up that we didn't call everyone. Hi, this is a reminder. We don't send an email or a text. We do that too. We call. My CSR calls. Before we had CSRs, me and Jazz would call. You're coming. If you want to qualify them a bit, ask why they're coming. ask them for suggestions as to what exactly they want to hear. Because now you can prepare for it. You can deliver the W beforehand. That's what it's all about. So
Yeah.
CRMs, guys, KV Core, Follow Up Boss, Line Desk, HubSpot, Wise, all of them right now, I guarantee you, because I've worked in four out of these six, KV Core, Follow Up Boss, Lion Desk, Wise, HubSpot, all have landing page builders inside. KV Core just upgraded to what's called Bold Trail. I don't know if you guys are familiar with KV Core and Bold and Inside Real Estate. They're making huge technology advances.
Yeah.
As far as if you're a solo agent, I think it's probably the best system. Follow Up Boss is by far the simplest and extremely effective. I love Follow Up Boss and FUB, the whole
Mhm.
FUB family. But those two are my favorite, and both those are really good at what they do. So I
Yeah.
would say KV Core / Bold Trail, Follow Up
Mhm.
Boss. If you're in one of those, you're good. You have everything you need to make this happen.
I should tell you guys too. I don't know, Simeon, the last time you looked at Wise Agent, I looked at it last week. They have launched a whole suite of new stuff. And I don't know what KV Core and Follow Up Boss is cost wise right now, but Wise Agent might be one of the more affordable ones too. So if you're concerned about that, right now I believe Wise Agent is $49 a month for up to 5 team members to use it, and you get 75,000 emails and unlimited contacts. It's not a bad deal. So I don't know what the other ones are, but I was looking at it because I was curious about the metrics tracking too, and they have that as well. So a lot of the stuff that we
Does
put
that
out on
one does that one
Tracker,
track opens and click throughs?
I believe so,
Because
because I
KV
know
Core
it
does
has,
not.
I believe it does, but I'll check on that because I had a call with Brandon Wise, who obviously is Wise Agent, and we're going to keep digging in a little bit deeper. Partly because you know how our tracker has all of the metrics conversions. I was hoping I could find a CRM that will do it for them. And this is one of the ones that might get us there. So anyway, I just throw that out there because their pricing seemed very reasonable for compared to the others, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's important. Your CRM is where you live 8 hours a day, or
100%.
that's where I live, anyways. 8 hours a
Yeah.
day is planning, tracking, tagging, creating call queues. It's significant. So take a look at that, guys. But everything you need to execute on events, follow up, and
Mhm.
nurturing your database should be inside your CRM. CRMs are so robust now; it's crazy.
Yeah.
They're all getting better and better. More AI,
Yeah,
more
for
AI,
sure.
more AI. So it helps you write your emails now. Like it's just so much. Um,
Yeah.
Last but not least, I want to just talk a little bit about humanizing the whole thing. Um, if you are someone who thinks emails and texts are going to close business, stop stop it and understand that since the beginning of time and until the end of time, that will never be the case. If you can sell with email and text, imagine what you could do with your voice. So if you are so lucky to have an audience that will buy off you via emails and texts, I am telling you, great. I'm not saying that you're not doing it. What I'm saying to you is you're leaving 80% on the table.
Yeah.
Humanize the process, the nurturing. Time block and execute on making some phone calls post event. Everybody knows that the thank you for attending is a template. You get them. Look in your inbox. Thank you for subscribing. Don't mention it. But if somebody called me, imagine I went to the mall and I went to Mountain Equipment Co-op, picked up a new sweater, signed up for the newsletter, got the email, but imagine if somebody called me the next day and they're like, hey, we just want to say thank you from the store. Really appreciate you coming in. What's the likelihood that I would shop anywhere else again for a sweater?
Mhm.
That's the difference. And I'm not talking about a retail store because some people might find that actually annoying. Don't call me. So I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. This is real estate. It's not a retail store. Somebody took time out of their day to come and see you at a seminar. Call them. That's it. That's the science. We're in the people business. Belly to belly will always work. Webinars are just as effective, but belly to belly is always the absolute highest performing. Bonus resource ideas. Just everything about the topic. Like I'll ask them. Like to Steph's question, hi all, want to ask Simeon, what has been some of your best performing bonus resource ideas? I ask my clients what they want to see. And in most cases, it's surrounding lists. So if it's a home buyer list, I'll supply them things to watch out for, like a checklist, moving checklists, bills checklist. So if it's residential, if it's more commercial, like investor focused, mortgage resources, contacts. Here is, I'll give you the 5 contacts you need to know in the city of Toronto. You can do the same for, whatever municipality you're in. Charleston's top 5 lawyers, or 3 top appraisers, 2 top home inspectors. Here are the people that if you just mention my name, you'll be taken care of. So people feel they're on the inside. They know that I've been in the business 20 years. It's possible that I know more people than you in this realm.
Yeah.
And you tell them that. You speak this way. You're not doing it to be cool or to be ignorant. If you're a school teacher, chances are you know a lot of school teachers. If you're a broker, chances are you know a few appraisers, a few mortgage brokers, like this is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Allow my expertise to make you money. I don't have to benefit every time. If and when you buy, God bless. But until then, make sure that that's how I speak to my clients. Until then, please make sure that you're leveraging my network because they are the best of the best. And the consumer buys that. They bite. And when they bite, you win. Because if they call your mortgage broker friend, even though you're not getting paid on that, whether you get a referral or not, but even if you're not, your friend just got business. You don't think your friend now has to pay you back? Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, there is not a single move you can make that you don't win in. So when these bonus resource ideas, they can be anything. Ask the client what they would want to walk away with. Create it. There's the best performing. And it's every time.
Awesome. Well, we are at 11:34. So if anybody's got any more questions, drop them in quick, please, and we'll do that. But otherwise, I want to make sure everybody knows the resource for this week has all of this information in it. So they're going to get a ton of great stuff. The actual next steps, your assignment is pretty clear. You want to make sure your CRM is either chosen or set up. So you've got your tools. Make sure you map your 5-step funnel. Build your 5 or 3 follow-up emails, whatever you decide to do.
And we have tons of examples.
Yeah, sorry, that's right. The resource has examples in it as well, so you can just use those the best you can, and then build and test your RSVP to booking funnel. And if you want, guys, you have a community, you can submit your funnel map for feedback. Don't forget, you've always got that option, or you can just email it to us, whatever you want to do, okay?
Awesome, guys.
And then one more question.
Yeah.
Any other CTAs post-event that have worked well for you besides booking a strategy call? Is a strategy call always the CTA? It's a good question.
For us, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the next steps. It's understanding the situation and it's the next steps.
Okay.
Other CTAs have included maybe other professionals like book a mortgage call to see if a refinance is right for you. Click here.
Right.
But no, for us, it's pretty much always going after the clarity call.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Shall we wrap? What do you think, Simeon? Anything, any last thoughts?
We shall wrap, my lady. It is Monday. I have a truckload of stuff to work through today, lots of leasing stuff. And I'm actually building follow-up sequences for tenants to convert them into first-time home buyers.
Oh, awesome. That's exciting.
So, I mean, there's always something. Right now, my agents are doing 80% of the deals that we're writing are all leases. The market's just so slow for purchases.
You know,
So
Simeon, I was going to ask you about that, if we could do a session on that. How do you feel about that?
whatever,
I
whatever.
would love to do that.
So again, like putting in the chat, the direction of where we go is very dependent on the feedback we receive.
Yeah.
Us just talking for the sake of talking does nothing. What are our people? What do the insiders want inside this call? That's where we're going to go. So if you think that's of value, by all means, let's go.
All right. Awesome. I'll also send out maybe in the follow-up email, I'll send out a question about that too.
Awesome. So
Okay.
everybody, have an amazing week ahead. Enjoy this incredible weather that we've been having. I hope you're having the same wherever you may be. But yeah, it's a great summer. Everybody have fun, be safe, and work hard.
Have your best week ever, guys. Take care.